today.
Welcome to episode 17 of the Tay and Tristan Hour, featuring Miss Wanda.
Hello.
Round of applause. or maybe an alarm.
She's back again.
Dun, dun,
This-
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who's that, Matt?
Talking about you being back here again this week. Because we don't know what's going to fly out of your mouth. Remember, you're the truth teller.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
That's what you said last week. Remember the note that we ended on last week?
Yeah, you are a truth teller.
Yeah. The water bear.
That's you.
The Aquarius.
Guess.
Yeah.
So you're here to tell some truth today.
Partially.
Partially.
No.
Partial truth. Ooh.
All truth.
All truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Okay, you heard it here first, I guess.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah. So I love the alarm. Don't know. Warning, warning, warning.
Ain't that bad.
Yeah, so of course not. She's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like Tristan said, welcome to episode 17 of the Tay and Tristan Hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and do our like plug that we usually do at the end of each episode. Just remember that we are on Spotify, iHeartRadio. We also have our YouTube channel, which also has the link to our website, which is tayandtristan.com. And just kind of like some updates there, that we are going to actually be doing some merchandise that's going to be coming down the pike like later this year. So, yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to get into the news?
Oh, so you're just going to cut me off, right?
You sounded like you were finished.
No, but okay, whatever. Okay. So I wanted to kind of just say, like, thanks everybody for subscribing to our YouTube channel. He was just like,
Yeah,
okay, you just want to get to
appreciate
the
it.
news. Wow.
Oh, you sounded like you were done.
so rude.
You were finished talking.
I was collecting my thoughts.
Well, you have to do it faster.
Okay, I can't. I'm 46 years old. I can't. It slows down. It's later in the evening. Okay. But I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who is subscribing and tuning in.
Yes,
to
we
the
appreciate it.
videos on YouTube. Thank you so very much for tuning into our content. Don't forget that we also have a TikTok, which is the Tay and Tristan Hour as well. And thank you for all of our followers on our Instagram page and our Facebook page as well. So Thank you very much. And thank you to my wonderful and beautiful niece Ivory, who has set up our community page on Facebook. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you to Miss Wanda, who is the one that's getting us all these views.
Yes.
What?
She actually is, yeah.
Yeah. You said
I am
you
not.
you said you were the reason that we're getting the views, that you're the star.
Probably.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, she probably is. I don't know if me and Tristan are that interesting. But yeah. Okay. So like Tristan said, I'm going to go ahead and cut him off too. No. But like Tristan said, let's get to the news. So of course today, the trending news for today, because we're actually recording this on Sunday, which is we usually record on Saturday and post on Wednesday. But today's trending news is that President Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
Oh my God! You had to say his whole name.
I certainly did, because he deserves our respect. This is the President of the United States.
What's his middle name?
Robinette?
Robinette.
Yes.
I've
Can I please finish?
No, it's just I've never heard his whole name before.
Yes. Has stepped down out of the 2024 presidential race, and he has declined the Democratic nomination for president.
Yeah, I told you.
So he has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
So what does everyone here in this room think about the news today?
I saw it coming a mile away.
Okay. So when did you see it coming? When did you see it coming? How long ago?
As soon as he became president. I knew he wasn't gonna. I did not think he was gonna go for a second term.
Yeah.
I never thought that.
Yeah.
There is no way. He's too old.
Yeah. Okay.
If he ran again, he would not make it out alive
Right.
in the second
He
term.
would too.
I don't think he would.
What are you talking about? He would die first, or
Yes.
get sick, or?
Yes, that's what I think.
Oh, he's got plenty of life. Be real.
That is being real.
Well,
People can live till they're like 100, you know.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's apparent that he has some medical issues.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, people in their 80s do have medical issues. The body
he's
wears
that
down,
old.
of course.
He ain't that old.
He's 81.
He's too old to be president. He's too
Well,
old.
Look at old ass Trump. How he is. He old.
Yeah, they're both old.
You can't say. You know, he ain't much younger than Biden. A year.
They are both old. Yes.
He's like 3 years. He's like 2 years younger than
Yeah,
Biden.
he's old too.
They're both old. Yes, but
Yeah.
one seems to be mentally more sharp. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh God.
No matter what your opinion is of what comes out of his mouth, he's not stuttering and stampering and saying the wrong names, and he's not doing any
Oh,
of
he
that.
didn't either. Well, look at what
He
Trump
did.
did when they was debating and they asked him a question. He didn't. He didn't even know what to say. He didn't even finish the question. He
No,
jumped something
yeah,
else.
but that was clearly deliberate. Like, he wasn't doing that because he was confused.
Yes, he did. Ooh, I'm talking about Trump.
I know. I know. That's what I'm talking about also. He did not. He does. Trump. All I'm saying is Trump does not appear to be confused whenever.
Well, how come he didn't answer the question the lady was asking him?
Like I said, he obviously was doing that on purpose.
Oh, he wasn't.
Because he obviously didn't want to give his real opinions on anything. I'm not saying that was
Oh, well,
right.
yeah,
I'm saying he didn't do that as a result of mental decline. Whereas Biden, it seems...
he did it on purpose.
Exactly.
Probably.
Whereas Biden, it seems, doesn't know where he's at ever, is all I'm saying. And it's very clear to see.
He does. Why do you think was Obama's vice president? Why do you think he don't know how to run the country?
That was years...
He
Nobody
didn't do
said...
it.
That was years ago. And that was...
Biden ran this country. You know, did he bring it down? No.
No, but that's irrelevant because that was years ago, and that's a completely different thing. Yeah, and he was not the president of the United States, and he was obviously mentally fit to do the job, but he's just not anymore.
So I mean, yeah. So you were talking about. So I think me and Mom are both very passionate about this, but here's the thing: is like, okay, so it's time for there to be unity in the Democratic Party. So people are just need to get behind Kamala. I do not think that the Democratic Party needs to go into August, into the Democratic National Convention in August with an open convention. Obviously, this has been in the making for a while. I believe that Biden, you know, I agree with you, Tristan. I do agree with you that this has been kind of a setup from the beginning, from 2020, and I'll tell you why. It's not that it's been like any sort of conspiracy, okay? But Biden made it perfectly clear that he was a transitional president, if people were paying attention, and that he may only seek one term, because he did want to hand it off to the younger generation, because he was very, I think, new. Like he's older and he's been in politics for a very, very, very long time. And so he made it perfectly clear that he was he wanted to be a transitional president. This was not something, I don't think, and the more that I think about this, you know, kind of as the news has sunk in, it's like, yeah, he was going to step down. He really wanted to do the fight, but I think, and me and Mom were talking about this earlier, that I really do think he was waiting for the Democratic Party and for them to kind of get their shit together and figure out, okay, who do you want to put into place? If I'm going to step down, you know, who's going to step in? Who do you guys want? You couldn't bring in a completely different candidate. You could, but then you got to try to build a whole new campaign, whole new slogan, donors, who's going to fund this new candidate.
Yeah.
And you have to try to do this in less than 4 months. It's not possible. So whether you have to bring in this candidate that some people are like, she's unpopular, we don't like her, you don't have a choice. You have to put in Kamala. There's no other, the time frame, you cannot put in a candidate that people don't really know.
Well, I've heard
just
rumors.
can't.
I've heard rumors and speculation that there will be a replacement at the DNC.
Who?
Hillary Clinton.
Maybe.
That's what I read on in the Twitter streets.
Possibly. But I don't know if people would vote for Hillary.
Mm-mm.
They didn't want to vote for her in 2016.
I don't
And
think they
and what
would.
I find so
I don't think
funny.
they would.
What I find so funny and maybe karmic about this whole thing is that everything Hillary said he was going to do, he did it in 20. I mean, it's true. Feel how you want to feel about Hillary and Trump. The bottom line is everything that Hillary said Trump was going to do, Trump did it when he got into office, and everybody said that Hillary was crazy. No, Hillary told the truth. And you can feel how you want to feel about the Clintons, but everything she said he was going to do, he did it. And that's just the bottom line.
Well, yeah, they used
You
to
know.
they used to be buddies.
You know,
they used to
she
be
knew.
pals.
She knows how, they knew exactly how Trump operated.
Yeah.
So you can feel how you want to feel. And of course, they run in the same damn circles. They're the same damn political party. You even said it earlier yourself when we talked about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I mentioned, you were like, well, he needed to be, or he would be a better replacement than Kamala would be. And I said, well, I didn't think so because, you know, he was on the phone call. He had this leaked phone call with Trump or whatever. And then you had mentioned that, well, yeah, but they all talk to each other. So it doesn't matter if Clinton and Trump were in the same circles or not. The fact of the matter is, she said, this is what he's going to do. And that's exactly what he did. And it is what it is. It's the bottom line. It is. So whether or not people, you know, I think that the question has been, are people ready for a woman president? But not only that, are they ready for a African American, Asian female or woman president? Don't know.
No.
Well, they should be because it's gonna happen. They might.
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, they might as well accept it.
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen,
Well, you don't, but I do.
well, it would be nice for a change, because I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Everybody's like, we want change, but you keep voting the same type of
Yeah, that's true.
person into the office.
Yeah.
And you know what sort of type of person I'm talking about.
What sort of type of person is that?
You keep voting in old white men into the presidency.
Yeah, you do.
You've only changed it one time with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
So if people really want change in this country, why don't you try a woman? Just saying. I don't care if it's a white woman or if it's a black woman or if it's an Asian woman. I don't care, as long as it's an American woman. You really want change in this country? People say they want it, but I don't know if we're ready to have a woman president. Woo! It's scary. But I'm going to vote in this man that has never been in politics before. This man who was a reality TV star and has filed bankruptcy multiple times.
You're fired.
And says, you're fired. And who is like doesn't pay people, who talks about Muslim bans, who, I mean, but this is the person who you want to re-elect into the country. But I will be damned if I put a woman in that seat. Does that sound sane to you?
Well, I don't think it's just about if it's a woman or not.
Yeah, it is.
I think, that definitely plays a factor, but
Huge factor.
I would vote for a woman.
Would you?
If the woman was Tulsi Gabbard,
Who?
I would have voted for her, but not Kamala Harris.
Well, they think she's is not capable of running this country, and she is more than capable.
Very much capable. I will tell you one thing.
Yeah.
And I heard this on CBS News earlier today. And I don't want to spend this whole hour talking about this because it gets me and mom riled up, and Tristan loves this, and this is why he does it. But that's why he's over there smiling. But they interviewed somebody from BET on CBS News today. And one of the questions that the CBS anchor asked this guy was, do you feel or do you believe that Kamala is ready to step up and be president of the United States?
I do.
And this man came back at her and he said, I do not like that question. And he said, I'll tell you why. He said, the question is not about the fact if she is capable. He goes, she's more than capable. She's had 3.5 years. This is not somebody who has not been in politics. She's been in politics. She's been a senator. She's had 3.5 years. She's been the vice president to President Biden. He goes, that's not the question. He goes, I don't like that question because anytime it comes to someone who is African American or a minority, it's always the question of, do you believe that this individual that is a minority is ready to be in a position of power? Why is that question relevant for somebody?
That question was asked constantly when Donald Trump was running for president the first time. Nobody believed that he was going to win the presidency. Nobody thought that he was competent or capable enough to run this country. That question was asked constantly. He's a white old rich man.
Yeah.
He is.
I don't think that's. I mean, maybe I don't know about that interviewer. I mean, they might have had some sort of bias or might have subconsciously asked that question through because of her being a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of bias in that question. One, woman. She's a woman, and then two, she's not only African American, but she's also, like Asian. Indian Asian, yeah. So it is. If you listen to the context of the interview that was on CBS, so there's a lot of factors there, but that happens, and I think sometimes it's implicit bias, that we just have in our country. We had this conversation about race, in a previous podcast. That this is just what happens. But and that's why he said he doesn't really care for that questions, or that shouldn't be a question. Her ability to be able to govern shouldn't even come into question if she's been in the position of the vice presidency. She has seen how it works. You are able, the point of the vice presidency, of anybody who has taken a political science class, which I do believe should be mandated for in high school curriculum. Side note. But, I mean, you are in that position. So if something happens to the president, you have to step in and govern. You have to know how to govern in that position. So yes, she's absolutely capable. But I will tell you, and this may be a very unpopular opinion, but I'll tell you, the one thing that scares a lot of people is a strong, smart black woman.
Yeah. People have thought men have the most power over women. Have a lot of power. They have the power over the men. They do. Or just as much, or if not more.
Did you see Tristan roll his eyes?
No, I didn't roll my eyes.
Yes, you did. He was like...
No, I was agreeing.
Yeah.
They do.
In certain
we're
ways.
supposed to be the weak ones. And we're not.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
We're not. We are strong women.
Yes. Very strong. You're right, Mom. We are very strong.
Yeah, we are.
Strong-willed, strong-minded. I was talking about self-care and like physical self-care too, but I wanted to get like your perspective on it too, because I'm 46 years old and I know how important my health is. Like not only like how I physically look, but also how like I feel physically. And so like I have a lot of doctor's appointments I go to. Like not only, medically, but like I take care of my mental health as well. But like you never go to the doctor. Do you even have medical insurance?
No.
Okay. So you're 23 years old. So do most 20-year-old, like when you think about your age group, like, is it just because you feel healthy and you don't feel the need to have to go and get annual checkups? Because like at my age, like even in my 30s, like I started going to the doctor, but I think I even went to the doctor in my 20s.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just the type, like my generation, we went to the doctor like
No,
younger, or what is it for your generation
now? I think it's because you're a woman.
But I don't know. I saw like younger
Women,
guys in the doctor's office at your age though too.
Well, yeah, of course. But there's not just men my age. A lot of men in general don't go to the doctor.
Why is that?
I don't know. Men are afraid of the doctor, I think.
That seems, really?
A lot of men are. Yeah.
I don't.
That's
really
a thing.
Think that? I don't know.
That is a thing. Not obviously not every man. I'm generalizing, but yeah, a lot of men don't like to go to the doctor, and it's not just
like
men my age.
You don't want to go to the doctor.
I mean,
you don't.
I haven't. I haven't been to the doctor in a long time.
So I tell I tell you when you're sick, you might have to go to the doctor one of these days, but you don't think you're going to need to, or you don't want to, or you're not going to.
Obviously, I will at some point, but
Tristan just goes to the eye doctor.
I'm talking about.
I know, but he just goes to the eye doctor. He doesn't go to a medical doctor. Why I think it's really, but this is why I think it's really important though, because even at your age, it's still important to get annual checkups.
It is important.
Yeah, you should, and it's a part of your self-care too. Yeah. You really should do it. But also, don't you think it's important? Like, have you ever thought about going to get like a massage?
Of course.
So why don't you do something like that? That's self-care as well.
I would love to get a massage.
Well, why don't you go do that?
Well, you can, yeah.
I don't know. I just never thought to actually.
And I think you should go do spa days too. I'm planning on doing like a day spa. I'm gonna start doing day spas. I finally realized like in my 40s, mid to late 40s, like I deserve that in my life.
Yeah.
To relax.
Yeah.
And enjoy that. I used to think that was really selfish.
Wow.
To take care of myself. I don't know. I don't know. I felt guilty for doing that. I think a lot of women feel that way sometimes because they're raising their kids. They're taking care of their husbands, they're just taking care of their family. And so they just don't feel like they deserve to have that time, or they just can't, or they just don't have that time, especially if they're also working.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, no, I'm going to do that. You're grown.
Yeah.
I work from home. I need to get out of the house. So.
Yeah, well, that should just be a normal thing.
It should be, right? You're right. It should be. Yes. So, but I'm saying you're young. You don't have any kids. So you should take advantage of it now.
Women, just the young ones, they like to look nice. They have their makeup and stuff on, like a younger person.
Yeah.
They
like to look good, nice, They do.
Well, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. I think so, don't you?
No, and I think we kind of talked about that in a past podcast.
Well, did you? Oh.
I think so. I think because we kind of talked about like what is sexy now as compared to like whenever I was growing up. And because we talked about basically how a lot of female performers are just basically out on stage in bodysuits. and yeah, I think we kind of talked about that before, the more that I thought about it. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we only talked about what's in the media,
Yeah.
I guess, and performers. But we didn't just.
But
talk
I
about,
think I don't know. I think like I think the beauty standards for like younger women and older women is completely different now.
Why?
Just because like I will see a lot of younger women wear a lot of makeup is I think is heavily influenced by social media, which is kind of what we talked about before. But I've seen sometimes a lot of the older women, not really older, but middle-aged, middle adulthood, maybe are not wearing as much makeup. But I see a lot of the younger women that wear it that don't need it. Like a lot of the makeup, like I was watching on, I think it may have been on TikTok or maybe a YouTube video or something, but like I saw like all of the powder, like the foundation, and I don't even know what all the different creams and makeup like bases
yeah, there's
are.
a lot. There's a lot.
And they're like wearing all this stuff, and like I'm like, wow, that looks like that would be really heavy caked on makeup. And it's like you don't really need to wear all of that. And they're putting all these creams and putting it all on, and it looks like it's so much on their face. And these are women in their 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that's the standard of beauty now? Like you have to wear all of this and fake lashes and the blush and the contour. And I mean, it's great to wear. I mean, I think it's great if you want to wear that makeup because it makes you feel good about yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think you have to wear so much.
Overdo it.
You know, I just...
Yeah, but also a lot of women see it as like a form of art.
Yeah.
Which it is. I mean, you see some makeup artists, the crazy things they can do to your face to make you look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
It is really an art form.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know?
But I'm not looking at it as art.
I don't think most women probably don't think of it like that. But
I think they have low self-esteem. You know, they don't think much of themselves. So
but
they don't put all this makeup on and stuff to make themselves look better, feel better. And a lot of times they don't even help.
But what do you think about it coming from a male's perspective? When you see a woman putting on that much makeup who's young and you see somebody who's attractive, I mean, what are you thinking? Do you like a woman with a lot of that makeup or do you prefer a more natural look?
I don't know. What do you think, Trish?
I prefer a more natural look. Yeah. Sometimes it is necessary. But
well, yeah.
Oh boy.
No. But yeah, I prefer like my girlfriend doesn't wear a lot of makeup at all. You know, she'll do the basic whatever the basic stuff is, but she barely wears any makeup. You know. I prefer that personally, you know. But there's men who prefer a woman. You see a lot of this on the internet. People like making fun of how a woman looks without makeup on, because they're just on social media scrolling and looking at all these models and stuff on Instagram that have a ton of makeup on, and filters and all that. They don't know what like a real woman looks like,
Exactly.
You know,
yeah. And then,
so I think most men, especially like older men, grown men who've been in relationships, like a woman that's more natural.
Yeah.
You know.
And there are men who do like a lot of the makeup. Yeah, they like it, but then like you take it off, it's like when women take it off, they're like naturally beautiful. Like they don't need all of it. It just enhances. But beauty does come from within. If somebody has a really beautiful soul and, you know, somebody can wear all that makeup and be so ugly underneath.
Yeah.
Not physically. Talking about inside.
That's true.
And it just, beauty comes from within. It's an old saying, but it's so very true.
Yeah.
It really is. But it comes out in physical appearance as well.
Yeah.
It really does. It can come out in somebody's smile and their eyes. I mean, it comes out.
From their boobs. From their butt.
From their booty.
Their ankles.
Oh my goodness. But I think I talked about this like with with Johnny, like in our very first podcast episode, like, and we talked about our perspectives on aging and just kind of how we look. And when I look at kind of how I was when I was younger, I wore, and I still wear like the lipstick and stuff, but and I remember, Mom, you were so happy I came out of the room, and Mom was like, "Oh my gosh, you're wearing lipstick. Oh, you're wearing makeup." Like, she was happy to see me with lipstick on, because I never really.
Never wear it, yeah.
I would.
When you were young, you used to wear it and just go out and stuff. You put on makeup on, lipstick.
All the time.
Look nice and, all the time.
All the time. And then I stopped wearing makeup for years.
Mm-hmm.
I wore like eyeliner, and I still just wear eyeliner.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just recently started buying like makeup. I'll contour or something, but I'll wear eyeshadow, mascara, but I don't put on heavy makeup, and it's not all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll wear it. And I love the Alicia Keys Soul Care line. And she has like the lip gloss that has like a little bit of color in it, but it's not like a heavy lip color.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Yeah.
What do you think of men that wear makeup?
I don't think they should wear it unless they're in a movie.
What?
Yes.
So
Is that mean? Is that prejudicial of me?
No. I'm just. What if?
Don't wear makeup, do they?
Yes, they wear
Are
makeup.
you talking to the microphone, Grandma?
Huh?
Can you talk? A lot of. There's a lot of men that wear makeup.
Who? Like who?
You have to talk into the microphone.
Dang.
But there's a lot of there's men that wear makeup, that wear eyeshadow, and
Like who?
I don't know who specifically, but
I
mean it's more
Well-
that's more like gay men. A lot of gay men wear makeup, but I'm pretty sure there's straight males that wear makeup.
I have not met one.
Well, you might not have met one in Jacksonville, Florida, but they're out there. There's plenty of men that wear makeup.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I wouldn't be like, why are you wearing eyeliner and lipstick and mascara? What's wrong with you? But I would just, I don't know. I would be like, no, I would, I don't know. I haven't come across one, so I don't know how I would react.
What if I came home one day and I was wearing makeup?
I would say, why are you wearing makeup? Because you don't wear makeup. You don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
So I would be like, are you going to a costume party? I don't know. I just don't know how I would react to that. But I wouldn't, I don't know. But I do see the guys that wear like the nail polish, and I'm just, I don't know what that
Black
means.
nail polish.
What do you mean? So what if I was wearing nail polish? I've thought about painting my nails. Not all of them.
They
I
just-
would say, why would you paint your nails?
they put
Well,
black
it's a
nail
fashion.
polish on.
It's kind of a fashion thing, especially of recent years. There's a lot more men that get designs on their fingernails and
Yeah,
stuff.
I guess I'm just like
a lot of hip hop artists, although a lot of
I've
people in
seen a
hip-hop
lot of
are against that.
yes.
But I mean, I personally don't see the problem with it. It's just been known as a feminine thing.
Right.
But in reality, men have painted their nails for a long time. It's not only just a recent thing. It's always been demonized, and now it's more accepted. Even though it's such an insignificant thing, it's just a little thing on your nails.
But
know?
is it?
Yeah. What else?
No, because you're taking that literally. I'm like, is it? Like, what does it stand for? Like, what are you trying to convey? What is the message you're trying to convey by doing that?
I don't think it's that deep. I think, like I just said, it's just a little design on your fingernails, just like you would get a tattoo or something,
So you're just like, hey, I just want to paint my fingernail. I just want to paint my pinky red today.
Yeah. A lot of men do that.
Okay.
Gothics do it. Gothic.
No, not just gothics.
They paint. No, they do it.
I don't think that's what.
The color nail polish and nail. Black
Well, they go
nail
black.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of,
yes, yes, they do it black.
Stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, people that are emo
Yeah.
and
that's what I'm
goth,
talking
yeah, they
about.
paint their
Yes.
fingernails
Yeah,
black.
that's what I'm
Yes.
That's
talking
been, and that's accepted in that community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like that
Yeah. that's
sort
what
of
I'm
rock
talking
and roll
about.
community. A lot of
Yeah.
men have painted their nails.
Mhm.
You know, painted them black.
But they're identifying with something. They're identifying with being gothic and whatever that includes. If somebody's not gothic, if I'm just gonna paint, if you're just gonna paint your nail pink or white or whatever, what are you trying to symbolize, or what does that convey? Because we know what the black conveys, like a goth or whatever. But I mean, what are you just trying to? I have to know, like, what are you trying to?
Well, what is a woman trying to convey when they paint
when I paint my nails, I want my nails to look pretty. I'm trying to be pretty, and it matches my outfit, and that's a part of my ensemble, and it makes me feel good, and it you know, there's a reason why I do it, because I want to look good, I want to feel good. You know, that's a self-esteem thing for me. If I'm paint my toes, I want them to look good in my sandals. It's a fashion statement.
Exactly.
You know,
but why can't it be the same for a man?
So you want to have painted toenails, and so you want to look nice. That's why you want to paint one nail.
I personally wouldn't paint my toenails.
Okay,
no.
but I'm just
saying, why can't it be the same for a man? Why can't it be a fashion statement for a man, as opposed to it looking homosexual?
Because it's more feminine. It's more feminine.
It is seen as feminine, exactly.
Yes, it is. So whether we're being prejudiced with that, I guess I am. It's just always been. It's the same thing that, you know, a man shouldn't wear a dress.
A lot of men wear dresses.
I know they do. But, you know, I think there should be a line. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well,
this is the difference. This is the generational. We grew up in a different time. I mean,
much more prejudiced.
You know,
I grew up in the 80s, and that was a time when you had a lot of people coming out as homosexual, and so no, I mean, I'm not prejudiced.
Yeah, listen, I don't care I personally don't care if a man wears a dress or paints his nails. If that's how they want to express themselves, then they should be allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's consequences that come with that.
But but you have to understand, I'm a psychology major, so I have to try to figure out what is the reason. That's just how my brain works.
Yeah, but there's not always a reason. Sometimes the reason is very simple.
No, there's no reason.
Exactly, or there might be no reason. Exactly.
No.
There doesn't have to be a reason.
No, there's a reason. There's always a reason. There's always something deep seated. Trust me.
Okay, what if the reason is you just
like what?
I'm just saying. There's always something.
Or what if the reason is you just think it looks cool? That's a reason.
Okay. Well,
It's
then
a very
that's
simple
probably.
reason.
But then that comes from your self-confidence. There's always something psychological that is connected. It doesn't have to be something bad or traumatic, but there's always something psychological. There's a reason why we engage in certain behaviors. There's a reason why, and it could be like, I'm confident, I'm going to do this. It doesn't always have to be negative.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that.
Do you get that?
I'm not saying that at all.
This is how my brain works.
That's
so
fine.
You can't say like, oh, I'm just going to do this, but I don't know why. Yeah, we all know why we engage in behaviors. We all know why we do things.
Why?
Of course.
Oh my gosh. just like you know why you eat carrot cake.
Because it tastes good.
Okay.
Okay. I paint my nails because I like how it looks.
Okay. Right. And it makes you feel good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it boosts your self-esteem, right? And you're confident walking out that door. It's a confidence booster.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good about yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Psychologically, you have confidence. We all have an id and an ego.
But they do that, you know, because there's a lot of men that dress in drag, cross-dressers and all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with painting your nails?
Nothing.
Oh my gosh. I quit.
Me too.
What do you mean?
I quit. I quit this podcast today.
Men just don't paint their nails, put it like that.
But that's not true.
The psychology behind it.
That's not true. Do you have anything against a man getting a manicure?
Oh no, I highly encourage it.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so they can get a manicure, but they can't.
I'm not.
They can't put a little paint on their nail.
I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not saying that a man can't paint his nail. I'm saying there's a reason why they do it, and it doesn't have to be bad. I just said that.
I
Yeah.
don't
But
know.
people do it for a reason. They do it whether it because it makes them feel good. There's always we engage in behaviors for a reason. They don't have to be bad. I
No.
just said that.
No, you're
No.
right.
Okay. I'm a psychology major.
I know, but
this
no,
is what I do.
know, but you were saying that there should be a line.
I think there's certain things that men or women should not do. Yeah, like I don't, I'm just saying.
Do you think women should be president?
Yes, I
What?
do. Yes, I
What?
do. I absolutely do.
Do
Yes,
what?
I do.
What
Because
you say?
I want to be president one day.
Oh,
God.
what'd you say?
I want to be president of the United States of America.
We would be doomed.
What did you say?
We will not be doomed.
We would be doomed. If
Oh
you
my
were- if
gosh!
you
You
were
know
president.
what? I'm just.
That's the first thing you would do if you became president of the United States.
What's it? Didn't we have this conversation before?
I don't know. Probably.
I think I told you what I would do.
What would you do?
I said that I would, and I don't think it changed. I said that I would fire everyone I would make an executive order, and I would fire everyone in the Congress, in the House, and the Senate.
Yeah, you did.
And
say
then
that.
and then I said I would hold I would make an executive order where they had to hold all new candidates in all the states
Mhm.
to elect new senators.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would get rid of everybody and
Yeah.
start anew. Yeah,
and then men painting their nails would be a
absolutely. All is welcome. Yes,
punishable by death.
Yeah. No. But I did say that that's what I would do. I would get rid of everybody, and I would make term limits for president, and I would make term limits for the Supreme Court, and I would make term limits for people in Congress.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. That
Do you-
people could not serve after a specific age.
Let me ask you this: would people be more likely to vote for Kamala Harris or Ivanka Trump?
People would probably be more honestly in the world.
Ivanka's her name, or no, it's Melania. What's his wife's name?
Melania.
Melania.
People
yeah.
would more than likely vote for Melania, and that's just the climate we live in. It's just because she's not black.
No. Let's take that out of it.
We can't.
No. I'm not. Listen, this is a hypothetical world. I'm
No,
saying.
no.
I'm not talking
can't
about.
do that.
I'm not talking about in reality. This is hypothetical.
You can't do
I
that.
have a point to this.
Melania,
This is
they
hypothetical.
would vote for her because she's Trump's wife.
Did you say trunk?
He's Trump's wife.
Trump's wife. Did I say that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I meant Trump. I know.
Okay.
I meant to say Trump.
Okay, no. Let's just say that she is not connected to Trump in any way,
Okay.
and she has as much political experience as Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Do you think people would be more likely to vote for Kamala or Melania?
That's interesting.
It's like I said, they would vote for her because she's Trump's wife.
No, but in this
We
world,
don't know nothing.
I'm saying hypothetically, if she was not connected to Trump at all,
Oh,
Yeah.
and she had political experience,
Mm-hmm.
who would they vote for?
no, I'd still vote for Kamala. Kamala Harris.
I think men would vote for Melania
Of course they would.
because she's hot.
Of course they would. Of course they would. Yes, they would. But you can't take away the race, so they would still vote for her. It's still an issue. It wouldn't matter, unfortunately. You
Yeah.
can't take that out. There's a bias, even if people say that they're not. And if you've never taken like I had to do this in my psychology class, and I think I had to take it in a statistics class, where they flash all the faces of people and their facial features, even if they weren't African American or Caucasian, and you had to click if they were one or the other, and it would show you how biased you were based on just what people looked like.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting test. I cannot remember the name of the test, but it shows you how biased you are just based off of what somebody looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People lean more towards more attractive people.
they do.
Just in general.
Yes.
Just
Of course
just in
they
life.
do.
Just
They
in
do.
life in general.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, come on. You heard the thunder. Come on, baby. Come on. Come
and
up here.
I
Come
think it's
on.
it's true for
Come on.
both. It's true for both men and women,
I mean, yeah,
but I think it's especially true
for women,
for men.
men, because they want to see. Yeah,
I'm saying as far as being treated how you look physically. You know,
I agree with that. Yes.
like if someone that
that's fine.
let me think of who's somebody that's unattractive.
Oh my gosh. Are you
There's-
serious?
It's like a famous person that's unattractive. Okay, no, it doesn't. We don't have to name a real person. But say like someone a man who's
That could be anybody.
a man who is like unattractive, like physically, they're overweight or whatever, and they walk up to a stranger and try to strike up just a normal conversation with them. A lot of times they'll get blown off.
They sure will.
But someone
Yeah,
who's
that's
more
true.
but
That's
someone
true.
who's more attractive who walks up and wants to strike up a conversation, they're gonna be more likely to have that conversation.
Yeah.
There's
I would
there's
never do
pretty,
that.
There's pretty privilege.
I would
Men and women both have pretty privilege.
I would never do that to somebody. I would talk to them no matter how they look.
I bet you have done that.
I have not.
I bet you have.
I don't think I have.
I'm sure you have. I think.
Do you think like just in general, or if somebody's trying to like hit on me?
I mean, just in general.
Nah. I don't think I have.
I think everyone has done it
I don't think
at
so.
least once, just subconsciously.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, because what is your perspective of what is not attractive and what's attractive? Because everybody has a different, like
Yeah,
idea
sure.
of what that is.
Sure, but there are general standards of attraction. There are.
So I take it that you've done that before then.
I probably have, yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
I think especially as a younger person, I think all of us have done that. And then you realize that that's like rude and mean,
Yeah.
But I think especially younger people, like,
Yeah, that's probably true. When I was probably younger, I did. I was probably a teenager.
yeah.
But I don't know, because I think I was the one when I was younger that people did not find attractive.
Really?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. So I think that I didn't want to treat other people that way
Why wouldn't you?
because people treated me that way. I was bullied whenever I was younger. So I think I didn't want to I didn't want to treat other people that way.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't think people found me attractive whenever I was like really younger.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I did whenever I was younger. I don't know. Or older, but yeah. I think I always tried not to. And I would never wanted, I was always afraid to like talk to somebody that I found was like really, really attractive.
Well, yeah, most people are.
Yeah, I would never walk up to somebody I thought was really attractive and talk to them. I'd be like nervous.
You think they'll reject you?
Even
Yeah.
even if it's somebody that you're not
Even if it's somebody I'm not
romantically
like
interested in.
yeah, even if I see somebody that was like really, really attractive, I'd be like, I can't talk to them. They're like too attractive.
Yeah, almost like you're not worthy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But not even somebody you would be romantically interested in. It's just like, wow, they're like really. How do you talk to somebody that's really attractive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like they're not a normal person.
I know. I know.
Which,
I know.
again, a lot of more attractive people, they have more privileges in life.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
In everything.
It would be like, how would you ever, if you came in contact with, like, who's the most, what supermodel would you, like, be, like, completely tongue-tied, like you absolutely could not talk to?
Melania Trump.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So you wouldn't know what to say to her.
Have you seen her Playboy?
Oh my God. No.
It's beautiful.
What is she?
She used to pose naked, Mom. She used to pose naked.
Yeah, she was a model.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was our first lady.
She was not a professional model. She used to pose in nudie magazines.
I didn't know that.
She was not like a runway model, I'll put it like that.
I
But
didn't know that.
yeah. But she's however model. But yeah, okay, so you couldn't talk to Melania. I gotcha.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
But also, they'd probably shoot me if I tried to talk to her.
Yeah. I will say that she is very pretty. She is beautiful.
She's beautiful.
I can give credit where credit's due. She's very beautiful. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she? In her 50s?
Yeah, she's in her 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks great.
Well, yeah, when you have money, you marry money, of course. You can keep it all up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was married to money, oh my gosh, you know how hot I would be?
Would you get plastic surgery if you had money?
No. I would work out, eat right. No, I would not.
You wouldn't get any kind of surgery at all?
Absolutely not. Nope. Mm-mm. I wouldn't. If I'm working out and I'm eating right, I wouldn't need to. I told you, I would age gracefully. Just like I haven't dyed my hair. When I got my hair done yesterday, she was like, that gray, the strip of gray you have, she was like, that gray is really pretty in your hair. I have no need to dye my hair. No, there's no need. God made me this way. This is the way I'm going to be. I don't know. I love myself.
Has gray hair as they get older.
What's that, Mom?
Everybody has gray hair as they get older.
Yeah, I mean, you have to accept, that's another beauty thing. You have to accept who you are, and as you get older, and I mean, when you're younger, you don't think about that. Like your age, you're not thinking about, you know what you're gonna look like in 5 or 10 years. You're young. You're not thinking about that. When people start getting into their 30s, 40s, whatever. 40s.
I actually was thinking about that the other day.
Were you really?
About how I'm going to look when I'm old.
You think I'm old too, don't you?
No.
46?
No, I don't think you're old.
You're going to be 24 this year.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
That even makes me feel older.
But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. There was this filter on TikTok or Snapchat or
Don't
one
tell
of
me
those.
you used a filter.
No, it was it's just a fun filter where it ages you up so that you look like an old person. And I was like, oh my God, I'm ugly.
No, you're not.
I'm going to be so ugly as an old man.
No, you're not.
I looked insane.
You're not going to be.
So I am afraid of how I'm going to look when I get old.
You're nice looking, and you just ignore them. There's a lot of girls that just look at you, and I don't want to look at them. And they do. They look at you. You're a beautiful young man.
I appreciate that.
I don't want to look at them. What? I don't wanna look at 'em.
I appreciate that.
That's what they think.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
handsome.
They're admiring you.
He's very handsome. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very handsome.
I appreciate that. I'm just afraid of how I'm going to look when I get old. I am.
You're handsome. You're my child. How could you not be? I know that sounds really self-centered. That Leo. That's that Leo. That's that Leo coming out of me right there.
Yeah. You should do after this. We should use the filter on you and see what you're gonna look like.
Oh my gosh! And then post it.
Yeah, we should do
that.
that.
And then post it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Any girl would be lucky to have you.
Well, thank you.
They really would be.
You're nice. Your personality is nice. Everything, Just
yeah.
Young man.
You really are. You got to give yourself credit. You really do. You really are a nice young man.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to give yourself credit.
I'm not just saying that because you are my grandson or her son.
I know she's trying to say my son. She didn't want to say my son.
I said
No.
grandson.
No, because mom always tries to take credit for having Tristan without having him. And she's like, well, he's mine. No, he's not yours. But you were, I know what you were trying to say. Yes. You were actually trying to give me credit for him actually being mine. I appreciate that. Because she usually wants to take credit for him being hers, and he's not.
Well, he is my grandson.
No, he's not, Mom. He's not yours.
He is my grandson.
No, I'm talking about your son.
He should be.
See, I told you.
Dang.
No, you can't have him.
Well,
She said, "Oh, she just wants to steal him from me.
well, see,
It's
he
just
always,
ridiculous."
He loves his grandma. When he was younger, I don't go grandma's. I'm telling grandma and you.
That's because you spoiled the shit out of him.
Did I say it, grandma? Yes, Tristan.
I'm gonna go to grandma's and eat grandma's cookies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he still does it. Grandma's gonna make me a baked potato. Nobody can make a baked potato like grandma. Oh my gosh.
She hasn't made me a baked potato in many a year.
And she said she still won't make you one either, will she?
No.
No.
And if he was sick, you wouldn't make him a baked potato.
Yeah, I probably would.
And if I was sick, would you make me a baked potato?
Yeah, I guess.
No,
Yeah, see?
that's sweet.
Maybe.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, I was expecting her to say no.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Haha, you don't get her all to yourself anymore. Okay.
No.
Well, yay. Well, that's good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just not close. I guess. Sorry.
I guess so. I think so.
Well, y'all took the bedrooms by each other, so yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
the bedrooms are there, you know. And
Whatever. I'm done. I'm done today. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Look at you should have seen Drake a couple minutes ago. Her eyes were closed. She was trying not to fall asleep.
Oh,
It was so cute.
yes.
She's so sleepy.
She's sleepy and she's got her paw over here. All right, I won't touch you then. Dang. She heard thunder. It was thundering out here.
look at her. Yeah, see,
And so she came out from underneath the futon. I didn't even know she was in here the whole time.
Really?
No. You knew she was in here the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know she
And-
was down there either.
And she heard thunder and she came out and oh yes. And so yeah, she's probably nodding like, oh, I'm so tired. And then I hear mom and grandma's voice. Oh my gosh. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Tristan, this is our Maltese Yorkie because obviously she's not a Shih Tzu from what Tristan has told me.
No, I'm pretty sure she's not.
So
She ain't got no zitsu in her.
No,
I
what?
mean, part, you know. She ain't part, got, you know.
Shih Tzu.
I don't think so.
But
Tristan don't know. And
I'm
he
pretty sure.
forgot to post a picture of her for everybody so they could see. I guess I'll have to post
Yeah.
since I've been posting all of the videos and edits on everything else. So I'll just do it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. You know what I'm going to do whenever we actually start doing the merchandise, which is going to be later on. So, later this year. So I'm actually going to, one of our items is going to be Tristan's water jug.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's going to have the Tay and Tristan Hour logo on it. It's going to be one of our first,
Yeah.
it's going to be one of our first items.
Water jug, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I hope that people tuned into last week's episode so you could actually see. It's going to be one very similar to that. May not be that exact one,
Yeah.
but we are going to have a jug on there that's going to be Tristan's water jug.
Yeah. I mean, I drink a lot of water. I should.
It can have his name on it.
Yes, and then it's going to have the Tay and Tristan Hour logo. So yes, so
I
that's
should have brought it with me today.
Yes.
I'm parched, even though I drank a whole bottle of water.
And so now you brought, it's interesting because we all have water. So they have their great value. And I love my Fiji water.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a short that I put on TikTok, and Tristan was making fun of me because he goes, "Why are you showing your bottle? Why are you showing
Yeah,
your
like-
Fiji water? Like you're
Yeah,
modeling."
like you're showing it off.
It wasn't. I was just like, "Here's my water." I was just showing off my.
No, but you were like Fiji.
I like Fiji water. I
Yeah, it's
do.
good.
It's
Good water.
expensive, but it's really good
That
water.
It is.
It has no aftertaste.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's good
I
water.
love it. I work hard, so I'm gonna buy the good stuff.
Yeah.
The good stuff.
You should get Aquapana.
What's that?
Aquapana.
That's the real high-end water.
Yeah.
They have it at Olive Garden.
What is it?
Aquapana. I don't think they sell it at Walmart.
Mm-mm.
You'd have to go to a nice grocery store to find that. That's the high-end water.
Like probably Fresh Market to get it.
Maybe a place like that.
Or what's the other? There's another one out here, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. But
Whatever.
anyway, whatever. Do you have anything else that you would like to tell our listeners today?
I just want to say God bless America. And,
Yes.
I have faith in whoever is running this country,
Yes.
whether it be Donald Trump or Kamala Harris or
Kamala.
someone else, but especially Donald Trump.
Kamala. I pronounced her name wrong.
Praise Donald Trump.
I'm really gonna have to learn restraint, and I'm just gonna say this is the last week that we are talking politics
Yeah, until the election.
because I can't do this anymore, and I'm sorry for any ranting or raving that I did prior to this podcast because
You wanted to talk about it.
I did not. You said the trending news. I
Yeah,
said we had to do it, but
Yeah.
I mean, me and Mom can't talk politics on this podcast. It just don't go right. And then the rest of the day, my mind's just bleh. It's just like splat. I can't splat. I can't do anymore.
It's like,
So
watch out, Trump. Kamala's gonna get you. That's true.
Watch out, Trump. Kamala's gonna get you.
Yeah. Did I pronounce it right?
You did, Mom. Very good job. Very good job.
Yeah.
So I'll just say that yeah, I'll say the same thing for God bless everyone. God bless America. God bless, Joe Biden. I'm very happy that he's going to finally get some rest. God bless him. And I think
he needs it.
and then I think that he made the right choice.
He did.
And despite what other people may feel or think, they need to lay off of him right now. So I hope people do that.
Yeah.
Give the guy a break.
Do you have any final words, grandmother?
No, I just said, man.
Oh. Yeah, watch out, Trump.
Watch out, Trump, because Kamala's hot on your trail.
Hellhounds on your trail, boy. Willie Brown. Hellhounds on your trail.
We'll end it on that, folks. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next week. This has been episode 17 of the Tantress. Don't throw up gang signs. Good night, folks.
Bye, everybody.